Hello everyone, this is Soumya. Now I am going to explain you all about 5G technology. The content of my seminar topic is Introduction to 5G, Evolution of 1G to 5G technology and Comparison of 1G to 5G, Key Concepts, Architecture, Hardware and Software of 5G, Features, Advantages and Applications of 5G. So first let us know what is 5G. 5G in the sense 5 is fifth, G is generation. Fifth generation of wireless technology is nothing but 5G. And 5G is the fifth generation mobile network which is going to bring many new capabilities that will create opportunities for people, business and society. And it is also a global wireless standard after 1G, 2G, 3G and 4G networks, and it is going to enable a new kind of network that which is designed to connect virtually everyone and everything together, including machines, objects and devices also. 4G is also connected to everyone and everything together, but compared to 4G, 5G has some high transition speed so that it can connect everyone everything together very quickly, and it is a complete wireless communication with almost no limitations. 5G don't have any limitations of like data speed or anything, but coming to 3G, 4G, 1G, everything has some limitations, but 5G doesn't have any limitation. So here let's see evolution from 1G to 5G. So understand the technology behind your cell phone. So in 1G we used to make only calls, and in 2G we can make calls and we can send messages, and in 3G calls, messages and somewhat browsing was also available in 3G. And coming to 4G, currently we are using 4G here, so that you can understand what 4G is. We can browse, we can make calls, we can text and we can listen online classes, like we can have videos also, like we can watch YouTube also. And in 5G the transmission speed is the like browsing speed is very high, and we can text, we can use IoT also, we can make calls, and ultra HD 3D videos can also be taken through 5G. So here is step by step of 1G, 2G, 3G and 4G. So here 1G was introduced in 1980s, and it is analog voice calls and mobile connectivity was available in 1G. And 2G was introduced in 1990s, and the digital voice calls, text messaging and basic data services was available in 3G, 2G. So 3G was introduced in 2000, and mobile broadband introduction of smartphones was done in 2000. And coming to 2010, 4G was introduced, and fast mobile broadband uses internet protocol. This is about 4G. And 5G was introduced in 2020, and it is an enhanced mobile broadband, and it is a wireless for industry. So let us see 1G wireless system. 1G was introduced in 1980s, and it is based on analog system. Its speed was up to 2.4 kbps, kilobytes per second, and it allows user to make voice calls in one country. That means we can call a person who is in India. India to India people can only call. That means only one country, and had a talk of just 35 minutes. In 1G wireless system we can make a call only just for 35 minutes, and it used to have a poor battery life also. So coming to 2G wireless system, it has launched in 1990, and it was based on digital system. 1G was based on analog system and 2G was based on digital system, and its speed is up to 64 kbps. 1G speed was up to 2.4 kbps. Coming to 2G, its speed is 64 kbps, and its services such as digital voice, SMS, internet roaming, internal roaming, conference call and call hold, etc. So next is 3G wireless technology. 3G is launched in 2000, and its speed is from 125 kbps to 2 mbps. Kbps is nothing but I said you kilobits per second, and 2 mbps in the sense megabits per second. And data sent through packet switching technology in 3G. Data is sent through packet switching technology. Packet switching in the sense it's like a method of transferring data to a network in form of packets, not through complete, the data will not be completely sent, so it is using packet switching, so that the network will be transferring the data in packets. And it has an access to global roaming, and it will be having a clarity in voice calls. And it has fast communication, internet, mobile TV, video conferences, and video calls are also available in 3G. Coming to 4G, 4G is developed in 2010, and it is offering a fast mobile web access, and its speed is up to 100 Mbps, and it has high performance, and easy roaming is available on 4G, and it is of low cost. 5G. 5G is having 10 times more capacity than others in the sense like 4G, 3G, and its speed is up to 1 Gbps. Gbps in the sense gigabits per second. Here you can see in 4G it is just up to 100 Mbps, but in 5G its speed is up to 1 Gbps, and it's more faster and reliable than 4G, and it is also having lower cost than previous generations. Still it is not yet came, the lower cost is not yet came, but it will be coming soon. They are developing 5G wireless technology only, and it uses a millimeter wave spectrum. So here you can see the comparison of 1G to 5G very clearly. So 1G was developed in 1980s, and its average speed is 0.002 Mbps, and it is based on analog system, and in that we can use only voice services, and it used to have a limited coverage of only 35 minutes, and its latency is not applicable here. Latency is nothing but the amount of time it will be taking for packet of data to be transmitted or processed through some multiple devices. As we don't have any internet in this, it is not applicable for 1G. And maximum data rate of 1G is less than 10 kbps, kilobits per second. And coming to 2G, it is developed in 1990s, and its average speed is 0.06 mbps, and it is a digital version of 1G. And in this we can make a voice calls and text messages. It has more coverage, and its latency is 629 milliseconds, and its maximum data rate is 64 kilobits per second. And coming to 3G, 3G is developed in 2000, and average speed of 3G is 2 to 10 megabytes per second, and it is based on mobile broadband. And here voice, data, and internet on phones and tabs. It is used for alternative to computers, and its latency is 212 milliseconds, and maximum data rate of 3G is 2 Mbps. Coming to 4G, 4G was introduced in 2010, and average speed of 4G is 10 to 100 Mbps, and it has high speed access to internet on smartphones and tabs in addition to voice calls also. It has true mobile broadband with devices to create hotspots also, and it can be used for live streaming and online gaming also. And its latency is 60 to 98 milliseconds. Maximum data rate of 4G is 450 megabits per second. And coming to 5G, it was introduced in 2020, and average speed of 5G is 1000 to 1400 megabits per second. And the broadband access is everywhere possible, alternate to home broadband also, and higher capacity and faster phones. It is used for remote control devices like drones, smart autonomous vehicles, 3D video calls, and holograms. and its latency is less than 1 millisecond, and maximum data rate of 5G is less than 1 Gbps, greater than 1 Gbps. 1 Gbps in the sense 1 GB is nothing but 1000 MB. It is greater than 1000 MB. Data rate is greater than 1000 MB. Here you can see 1G is denoted by a cycle. That means little bit slower, slower. Next is 2G is nothing but two-wheeler, and 3G is nothing but car. That means four-wheeler. 5G was denoted by aeroplane. That is, then next is 5G. 5G is denoted by and jet. That means jet speed net will be available in 5G. So here we can see the architecture of 5G. Here you can see the screen extension, downloading new OWA, download new OTP, and download new application. This will be explained in the next slide. OWA, here you can see download new OWA. OWA in the sense open wireless architecture. Here OS 1 layer and OSI layer 2 will be defining wireless technologies. Here you can see two layers of OSI. So OSI 1 layer and OSI layer 2 will be defining wireless technologies. For these two layers, the 5G mobile network is likely to be based upon OWA, Open Wireless Architecture. Here in this, we will be using physical layer plus data link layer in order to create a open wireless architecture. Next is network layer. Here you can see the network layer. Here you can see the network layer here. So network layer is nothing but all mobile networks will use some mobile IP address, right? So each mobile terminal will be having a FA. FA in the sense foreign agent. So a mobile can be attached to several mobiles or wireless networks at the same time. That is nothing but a network layer, and the fixed IPv6 will be implemented in the mobile phones. So separation of network layer into two sublayers is nothing but lower network layer and upper network layer. Lower network layer will be divided for each interface, and upper network layer will be for the mobile terminal. Here you can see OTP, Open Transport Protocol. Open Transport Protocol is nothing but a wireless network which differs from wired network regarding the transport layer. So we have learned network layer, and here it is transport layer. In all TCP versions, the assumption is that lost segments are due to network congestion. So in wireless, the loss is due to higher bit error ratio in the radio interface. In 5G mobile terminals, will be having transport layer that is possible to be downloaded and installed with Open Transport Protocol. Here OWA is a combination of physical layer plus data link layer, and OTP is a combination of transport layer and section layer. Next is application layer. Let us learn about application layer. Application layer is also known as service layer also. So it provides intelligent quality of service management over variety of networks, and it will be providing a possibility for service quality testing and storage of measurement information of database in mobile terminals only, and it selects the best wireless connection for given services. And QoS in the sense quality of service parameters such as delay, losses, reliability will be stored in database of 5G mobile only, and it is a combination of presentation layer plus application layer. Here it was a combination of transport layer plus section layer, and it is a combination of presentation layer and application layer is nothing but an application. So let us compare hardware and software of 5G. 5G hardware uses UWB, that is nothing but ultra wideband networks with higher BW. BW means bandwidth at low energy levels. So 5G hardware will be using ultra wideband networks with higher bandwidth at lower energy levels, and bandwidth is of 4000 Mbps, which is 400 times faster than today's wireless networks. Today's wireless network in the sense it is 400 times faster than 4G, and it uses a smart antenna, and it will be using a CDMA, that is nothing but code division multiple access. And coming to 5G software, 5G software will be single unified standard of different wireless networks including LAN, WAN and WWW. LAN in the sense local area network, and WAN in the sense wide area network, and it is WWW in the sense worldwide wireless web, and it uses a unified IP and seamless combination of broadband. And here 5G software is defined by radio encryption, flexibility and antivirus. So let us see features of 5G. The first feature of 5G is it has high resolution for crazy cell phone users. Crazy in the sense some people will be like always watching YouTube or something like that. They should have high resolution like HD videos. So for them the 5G is very useful. So that I have mentioned crazy cell phone users here. And next is it has a bidirectional large bandwidth, and 5G is will be having a less traffic, and its connectivity speed is 25 megabits per second, and it is enhanced and available connectivity just about the world. And the uploading and downloading speed of 5G is touching the peak up to 1 gigabytes per second. Like uploading and downloading will be taking lot of time to download any video or any movie in 5G, 4G or 3G, but coming to 5G it is up to 1 gigabits per second. That means we can download a movie within 1 minute or 2 minutes only. And one more and some more features of 5G is it has a better and fast resolution also, and high quality service based on policy to avoid error, and it supports virtual private networks. That means VPN, it will be supporting 5G will be supporting VPN also, and it has more attractive and effective. So now let us see the advantages of 5G. So advantage of 5G is data bandwidth of 1 gigabytes per second or higher will be having that much bandwidth, and it has a global accessible. It will be accessible in global. That means worldwide accessible. And next is dynamic information access. And advantages of 5G is it will be available at low cost. Still it hasn't come, but it will be coming at low cost. Next is applications of 5G. So applications of 5G are it is wearable devices with AI capabilities, and it is a global network, and it is media. It has a media independent handover, and it is used in radio resource management and VoIP in the sense voice over IP enabled services, and it is with sixth sense technology. Thank you everyone. This is all about my presentation.